What if I told you that earning more money can actually make you poorer? That's exactly what happened to me. And here's the mistake that almost ruined everything. And before you judge me, please listen closely, because this could save you years of stress. My name is Thompson. I'm a 45-year-old African man. For most of my life, I was known as the responsible one, the one who showed up, the one who tried. I worked hard. I woke up early. I stayed late. I prayed. I planned. And I believed one simple thing. If I earn more, my life will finally be okay. But what happened next taught me a lesson I'll never forget. And if you've ever wondered why you keep working harder but still feel stuck, keep watching until the end, because the turning point in this story might be the exact breakthrough you need. When I was younger, I struggled quietly. I wasn't lazy. I was just surviving. I knew what it felt like to count coins before buying groceries. I knew what it felt like to postpone bills and tell myself, next month will be better. So when I finally got a better paying role at work, it felt like heaven opened. My salary increased. People congratulated me. My family celebrated with me. Friends started calling me boss. And deep inside, I felt proud. I told myself, Thompson, you have suffered enough. It's time to enjoy. I started upgrading my life. Small things at first. A nicer phone, better clothes, a more expensive haircut, a new TV. Then it became bigger. I moved to a better apartment because I didn't want people to think I was still struggling. I started eating out more. I started attending more events. I even started helping more people. Because when people see you rising, they suddenly remember your number. And I kept thinking, it's fine, I'm earning more now. But something strange began happening. Even though I was earning more, I was still broke. Not once in a while, every month. My salary would enter and disappear. Bills, subscriptions, quick shopping trips, impulse spending. Let me just enjoy it small. Emergency requests from relatives, friends asking for urgent help. And the worst part? I didn't even know where the money was going. I avoided checking my bank balance because it made me feel ashamed. It was like watching water leak from a bucket you worked hard to fill. Then one day, something happened that shook me. I was at a supermarket, and my cart was full of basic items, nothing fancy. When I got to the counter, I tapped my card confidently. Declined. I tapped again. Declined. People behind me started shifting impatiently. The cashier looked at me politely, but I could feel my face burning. That moment humbled me. Here I was, a grown man, 45 years old, earning more than I ever had, and I couldn't pay for ordinary groceries. I walked out with nothing but my dignity in pieces. That night, I sat alone in my room and whispered, how did I get here? And that's when the truth started to rise. The problem wasn't my salary. The problem was my mindset. I thought abundance meant spending. I thought money was proof. I thought upgrades were a success. But I didn't realize something. When your income increases and your discipline doesn't, you don't get richer. You get trapped. A few days later, I met an older man after work, someone I respected. Calm, quiet, simple life. He didn't talk too much, but he carried peace. He asked me a simple question. Thompson, are you earning more, or are you just spending more? That question hit me like a mirror. I laughed awkwardly and said, honestly, I don't even know. He nodded and said something I'll never forget. Your income is not your problem. Your thinking is. Then he told me to do one painful thing. Go home. Write down everything you spend money on. Every single thing. That night, I did it. And what I saw on paper shocked me. The little expenses were eating me alive. Subscriptions I didn't need. Food deliveries when I could cook. Random shopping because I was stressed. Trying to impress people who wouldn't pay my bills. And I realized something deeper. I wasn't managing money. Money was managing me. So I made a decision. A real one. Not a motivational quote decision. A disciplined decision. I created a simple rule. Pay myself first. Before bills. Before helping anyone. Before enjoyment. Even if it was small, I saved something first. Then I set boundaries. I learned to say, I can't help right now. Not this month. I'm working on something. At first, it felt uncomfortable. People complained. Some even got distant. But I told myself, if saying yes to everyone makes me broke, then my yes is too expensive. I started tracking my spending weekly, not monthly, weekly, because I learned what you don't measure, you can't change. I also started learning small financial lessons, budgeting, emergency funds, saving consistently, avoiding debt that only buys pride. And slowly, my life started changing, not overnight. But for the first time, I felt in control. 3 months later, something happened that made me emotional. I checked my bank account, and for the first time in years, I had money sitting there, not money waiting to be spent, money that had a purpose. I built my first emergency fund. I cleared a debt that had been hanging over my head like a cloud. I started investing small, nothing fancy, just consistent steps. But the biggest change wasn't my bank account. The biggest change was my peace. I started sleeping better. I stopped pretending. I stopped chasing validation. And I started living with a quiet confidence because I finally understood this truth. Abundance is not how much money enters your life. Abundance is how much you keep, grow, and control. Today, I still enjoy life, but I enjoy it with wisdom. I still help people, but I help with boundaries. And when someone tells me, "Thompson, you've changed," I smile and say, "Yes," because I finally learned how to respect money. Because the truth is, money doesn't disappear. It follows your habits. If you're watching this and you feel like you're working so hard but still broke, listen to me. You don't always need more money. Sometimes you need a new mindset. Sometimes you need discipline. Sometimes you need to stop trying to look rich and start trying to become free. Remember this. A bigger salary without a stronger mindset is a bigger trap. Don't increase your lifestyle, increase your wisdom. Your future needs your discipline more than your present needs your comfort. So here's my challenge to you today. Track your spending this week. Save something, no matter how small, before you spend. Cut one unnecessary expense. And start building the version of you that can handle abundance. Because you weren't born to struggle forever. You were born to grow. If this story spoke to you, like this video, subscribe and share it with someone who needs this message today. And comment this below. I will manage money with wisdom. Until next time, awaken the greatness in you.